Bitcoin is one move away from retesting our all-time high at $69,000. So let's dive into the charts to talk about the critical position that we're in right now and the shorter time trend lines to look out for. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jess, and as the channel name suggests, it's all about crypto, trading, and technical analysis. So if you're all about that or you'd love to learn, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Okay, so diving right into the daily chart, we can see right away that we've had a daily candle close above this level of resistance at $52,000. But what we can't see on this chart here is that this is not the end of this resistance level. If we zoom out just a little bit onto a weekly chart and pull up the VRPV, oopsies, is it coming? There we go. Okay, so we can see here that the end of this volume profile gap here around that $50,000 to $52,000 level actually ends at $53,000. So that is the top of this range here. What that means is if we break above $53,000 and we start to move upwards against this level of increasing volume and resistance, the next target would be that psychological level at $60,000. If we take another look at the VRPV after that, we can see that the volume profile just drops off naturally, right? We approach these levels that Bitcoin has historically never really been before. And so what that means is after $60,000, it becomes a very quick move to $69,000. If we jump really quickly into the daily chart, we can see just how many times the market has had a reaction to that $53,000 level. So here we have daily candle closes above $53,000, and that pretty much takes us straight away to that next level of resistance between $58,000 and $60,000. Same thing over here, that daily candle close actually took us to that 60 grand, the top of that resistance range, and over here as well. After that, we rejected from $58,000. We actually found support on 53 and had another retest of this resistance range. You can see here that a rejection from that $53,000 level actually took us all the way down to test base of support at $40,000. And same thing happened over here. We tested the bottom of that range and it took us all the way down below to this level here. So as you can see, $53,000 is a trigger point and it is a pretty important level for us to break, and it should take us directly to that next level of resistance between $58,000 and $60,000. So the big question is, how do we know whether or not we're going to have this break above $53,000 and what is there to look out for? Hey guys, I'm just really quickly interrupting this video to tell you that my VIP channel has officially launched. VIP is a Telegram-based channel that gives you exclusive access to my personal trades, at least 3 of them a week, with exact entry points, stop losses and targets, detailed trade justifications and risk returns, and a complimentary risk management and trading journal. In the last 3 months, I took 70 trades in total with a win rate of 74% and a profit to loss ratio of 6.8 to 1. You can find all the results of my last 3 months of trading on my website jessdoescrypto.com, including profits and losses, and contact me down below using the link in my description or by pressing this button on my website. Thanks guys, let's get back to the video. Alright, so we have our next daily candle close as we approach this level of resistance at 53 grand in about 22 hours. So let's dive into the shorter time frame charts to have a look at what we need to see on those smaller time frames to confirm a break above. So diving right into the 4-hour chart, we can see here that we are in a short time frame uptrend and it goes a little something like this. So naturally, as with all trend lines, if we stay within the trend line, then we should continue in the direction of that trend. So if we stay above this level here, drawn by the red line, we should continue upwards and break above that $53,000. What we can also see on the 4-hour time frame is that we are in a massive bearish divergence range here. So starting from about over here, as soon as we started developing that uptrend, we started to have some bearish divergence. So we were losing momentum and we were losing strength. Throughout this entire downtrend, however, we have been absorbing that bearish strength and going upwards regardless. So what we need to see for a break above $53,000 is, first of all, a break above this downtrend. So we need to see momentum shift from the downside to the upside, particularly when we're approaching a level of resistance. As you can see, we have started to, upon that second peak here on that divergence, we've started to really slow down. We're starting to feel the effects of that resistance. But if we go on to the 1-hour time frame, we can see that just like last time, we weren't actually losing very much purchasing strength. So we're in this horizontal channel here. And so that is a signal of strength actually when the momentum's going down and strength is going down and the price is only going sideways. That's still a sign of strength. So it's still a sign that we might actually find that momentum flip and go above $53,000. One more thing I would like to add about this short time frame uptrend is exactly where we are right now in time frame. So we're about 5 candle closes away from this conversion point here. So in about 22 hours, we need to see a move above $52,000, the bottom of this range here, to confirm that we are going to stay within this uptrend. We are also approaching a weekend right now, a long weekend. So right now it's Friday and we've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, where the markets are generally going to be a lot less volatile. There's going to be a lot less volume in the markets. And so generally on the weekends, we only go sideways or down. So if we are not above this $52,000 level, by the end of today, I don't see a very high chance that we're going to maintain above these levels here, and we would likely fall below to that next level of support. So in the event that we do lose this uptrend and we go downwards, let's have a look at the levels of support that we have on the way down. So let's zoom out back again onto that 4-hour chart, just so we have a little more data to look at. We can see here that the very first level of consolidation along this uptrend that we had where we found support, the one closest to where we currently are, is around $49,500. Let's just really quickly mark that in. And if we have a look at the market cipher A and the 50 SMA, we can see here that it corresponds really perfectly with that line. So very first thing, if we lose this uptrend, should be to test that 50 SMA and this $49,000. If we find support here and we continue to bounce above, then we should probably consolidate and find a new short time frame uptrend that might take us back again to that $53,000 level. Conversely, if we fall below this level at $49,500, we have our major level of support starting at $48,000, and the bottom of that range is $46,000. So that is a huge level of high time frame support. As we all know, a break above that $48,000 was huge, and that weekly and daily candle close above 48K marks a flip of that level from a level of resistance to support. So we should find support on that $48,000 to $46,000 level. I would also like to note that if we go onto the daily chart, we can see here that we are in a daily uptrend. So this is a higher time frame and more macro scale uptrend. Mark it in here. That is something like that. Until we lose this larger macro uptrend, we are still looking bullish. And when we break below it, that is when we start to see the narrative shift a little bit more to the downside. We're going to be looking a little bit more bearish, particularly because the next level of support below this level here is all the way down at $40,000. So that could mean potentially from where we are right now, a 23 to 22% drop. So that would be pretty big and would generally shift the narrative back down. So if we lose this shorter time frame uptrend and we lose these levels here, this macro uptrend, until we lose this daily uptrend, we are still technically macro bullish. The situation hasn't really changed. It just means that we aren't able to break through 50K just yet, and we need some more time to consolidate and gain some more strength in the market before we take another test of that 53K and maybe potentially break it in the future. Alright guys, that is it for the analysis today. If you enjoyed the video or you learned something, like and subscribe to the channel down below. And if you want to see more of my content, I do have a free Telegram channel where you can sign up for daily Bitcoin updates as well as crypto and economic news. If you're a trader and you want 15% off your trading fees, sign up down below to BitGet and BingX. They are two of the world's top 10 exchanges, and BitGet is available to everyone outside of the US and Singapore, and BingX is available non-KYC and worldwide. That's everything from me, so I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye!